Hi, adult figure skaters. Welcome back. In today's class, we're going to focus on spirals flexibility, especially this one. I know the name Spanish. I forgot what that's called in English, but anyway, you know which one I'm talking about. So we're going to focus on flexibility for that. And yeah, let's start standing up. So we will start with a bit of a warm-up. So let's start in the front part of the mat. We're just going to warm up with some sun salutations. So here, just spread your toes on the ground, push down with your feet. You want to root to rise. So relax the shoulders back and down, lengthen your back. So here, just exhale your air. And when you inhale, expand the rib cage and reach up with your arms. Exhale and just bring the hands down to the sides of your rib cage. Then inhale again, extend up, expand your rib cage. And when you exhale, begin to fold forward gently. Now inhale, touch your knees, lengthen your back, move your navel in. When you exhale, contract your quadriceps and fold forward a little bit deeper, warming up. Inhale again, touch the knees, lengthen your back really long. And when you exhale, fold forward even a little bit deeper than before. Now inhale, touch the ground. You can bend your knees to do this, to lengthen the back. And when you exhale, hands on the ground, both feet back into the high plank. Now inhale, bring the knees to the ground, navel in, engage your glutes and your core. And exhale, bend your arms, elbows pointing back. Inhale, move your chest forward and up. And we stay here as we exhale. Open up your chest, push down with your hands and your insteps. And inhale, lift the chest a little bit more. Exhale, knees on the ground, toes in the ground, and lift your hips. Now that you are in your first downward dog, move around your legs, extending one knee and then the other. Noticing how the back of your legs feel. We keep the fingers spread open, pushing the ground. And then find stillness in your downward dog. Now, if your downward dog looks a little bit like this, no problem. Bend your knees, extend your back. And from here, with time, you work on getting the legs straight without losing the back straight. So first back straight, then leg straight. And then if you can, heels go towards the ground, all in steps. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Now, with your next inhale, lift your right leg up. And then exhale, right foot forward, back heel on the ground. And from here, as you inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands up. Exhale and sit down a little bit more, knee over the ankle. Then inhale and bring the hands down to your mat. When you exhale, foot back into the high plank. Inhale, knees down, navel in. Exhale, bend the arms, elbows into. Inhale, chest forward and up, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. Now, as you inhale, bring the left leg up. As you exhale, foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, lift the chest, push the ground with the front foot. Exhale, open your hands, sit down a little bit more. And inhale, bring the hands down to your mat. Exhale, foot back into the high plank. Inhale, knees down, keep tucking the tailbone in. And when you exhale, bend your arms. From here, inhale, upward dog, open the chest, engage your glutes. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips up and back. And stay here breathing just for a couple of breaths, pushing the ground away. Remember, you can bend the knees if you need to. Slowly working to get those legs straight while keeping the back straight. And then exhale your air. And the next time you inhale, bring both feet between your hands. First one, then the other. And exhale into your forward bend. Inhale, lifting the chest, lifting the hands up, palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down in front of your heart. So let's do another sun salutation a little bit more dynamically so we can keep warming up. So exhale the air. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward, contract your quadriceps. Then inhale, touch the ground, open your chest. You can bend the knees. Exhale, bring your feet back into the high plank. And inhale, knees down. Then exhale, bend your arms. When you inhale, upward dog, lifting the chest. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips up and back. And inhale, right leg up into the air. Exhale, right foot forward. And when you inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands up. And exhale, open your hands here. Inhale, bring the hands down to the mat. And exhale, foot back. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, bend the arms. Then inhale, upward dog, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot forward, keep the back heel up. Inhale, lift the chest and the hands. And exhale, sit down a little bit more. Inhale, bring the hands down. And exhale, foot back. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, bend your arms. And when you inhale, upward dog, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. Stay on your downward dog for a couple of breaths, letting your spine get longer, stretching out the back of your legs. And continue to breathe here. Very good. And then with your next inhale, bring both feet between your hands. When you exhale, forward bend. Then inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands down. And one more, when you inhale, reach up. And then exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your back. Exhale, both feet back into the high plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, bend your arms. When you inhale, upward dog, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. And then inhale, right leg up. When you exhale, foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands up. When you exhale, extend the front leg, bring the arms parallel to the ground. Inhale, reach forward. And when you exhale, incline and touch your leg, reach up with your hand. And we stay here breathing. We're looking for length in the back. It doesn't matter if you are touching your knee, if you're touching your foot, or anywhere in between. The important thing is that you are opening the chest. You have the back long, the chest is open, and we're reaching up with the hand, contracting the front quadricep really strong. Very good. Make sure you are not crossing your feet, so you have heel aligned with heel. And then exhale your air. When you inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, bend your front arm on top of the leg, reach up. Exhale and reach forward, open your chest. If you can, bring the hand down. Very good. Or you can stay also with the arm on top of your leg. You choose where you want to go. Continue to breathe either in the simpler version or the slightly more advanced version. Very good. Just one more breath. Notice the opening here. And then inhale, hand down. Exhale, foot back, high plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, bend your arms. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. Very good. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot forward. Back heel down. Inhale, lift chest, lift hands. Exhale, extend the front leg. Now we do the other side. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, incline and touch your leg. As you inhale, open the chest, reaching up. Exhale, contract the front quadricep and continue to elongate your whole back. Remember here, the chest should be, or the torso should be on top of your leg, not forward. Keep contracting the left quadricep, really strong. And we're looking for length in our back. It doesn't matter how low you go. That comes with time. We may be here, we may be here, we may be here. Just keep your alignment going and continue to breathe in your posture. Then let's get out. So the next time you inhale, start coming back. When you exhale, bend your knee over your ankle. Inhale, arm on your leg, reach up. Exhale and reach forward, palm facing down. And here, open the chest, pushing a little bit with your arm. You can choose to stay here or bring the hand down on top of your instep as you continue to open your chest. Notice how you feel on the other side of the posture. And then slowly inhale, bring the hand down. And exhale, foot back in the high plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, bend your arms. As you inhale, upward dog, engage your glutes here. Exhale, downward dog, lifting the hips. And stay breathing on your downward dog, spreading your fingers open, pushing the ground away, lifting the hips up and back continuously, relaxing your neck. Very good. Then slowly inhale, bring both feet between your hands, half forward bend. When you exhale, go to your full forward bend. Inhale, lift the chest, lift your hands up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Very nice. Relax a little bit your joints, your shoulders, your wrists. Now let's open the left foot back. Open your feet. And more or less you have the length of one of your legs between your feet, approximately. Now you can, if you want, have the toes tiny bit in or parallel, but not more open. So then grab your hips and begin to fold forward, slowly, slowly, slowly. Contract your quads. If you really need to bend your knees because of your own back or flexibility issues, that's okay. Just make sure you are trying to get the legs as straight as you can. So keep folding forward, if you can, with legs straight, engaging the quads, and grab behind your legs, anywhere you can reach. Maybe it's the calves, maybe it's the ankles, maybe it's the back of your heels. And then inhale, lengthen your back, open chest. When you exhale, begin to pull with your hands, bringing the chest towards the space between the legs, allowing the neck to be long and relaxed. Keep contracting your quadriceps, noticing how you feel in the posture, and see if you can bring the weight a little bit more forward towards the toes. That will make easier the activation of the quads. Just a few more breaths in here. With every exhale, see if you can go a bit deeper. And then begin to release the posture, place the hands on the ground and lift your chest. Take your time to lift up. Very good, notice how you feel. Now let's bring the back toes pointing to the back wall or whatever is in your house. And then take a step to the right with the right foot. The idea is that the feet are not in the same line. So we don't have one foot behind the other. we have a little bit of space. Just like the hips are now facing that wall, contract your front quad and begin to fold forward. This will be very helpful for that spiral that we just talked about. So begin to activate the quad, folding forward from your hip. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Maybe you're touching here the knee. Maybe you're touching the leg. Maybe you're touching the ground. In any case, keep the legs parallel. And then keep bringing the chest down, down, down. And continue to breathe in your posture. If you want, you can also grab behind your calf or behind your ankle and pull with the hand. Then we stay here into the posture for a few breaths. Begin to come back. And then bring the feet back to center. Let's move the toes to the other wall. And then take a step to the left with the left foot. Toes are almost forward, but they can be 45 degrees maybe. Just make sure the hips are facing forward and the feet are not in the same line. You want a little bit of space, of width in between them. Now that you have that, contract your front quadricep and begin to fold forward from your hips, bringing the chest down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring the hands to the ground or anywhere in between your leg. Maybe it's your ankle, maybe it's the floor. Maybe you can grab behind your ankle and pull with your hands. Keep your hips parallel to the ground and parallel to the front wall. Begin to release your posture, lifting your chest. Then bring yourself forward. Allow your knees to relax. Very good. Notice how you feel. So that's pretty much all you need. But let's do a bit of the Warrior 3 posture, which is super helpful for the spirals. So take a step back with the right foot. Open your chest really proud. Engage your front leg. Now bring all of your weight forward, hip on top of the foot, and begin to lift the back leg. And here, play with your balance as you begin to lift the back leg, trying to keep the hips parallel. Allow the chest to come down as a consequence of lifting the back leg. See if you can bring the whole body parallel to the ground. Try to keep the back toes pointing down. I know that's hard. See if you can do that. And continue to breathe in your posture. Slowly begin to come back. And relax. Let's try the other side. So give yourself a little break. Bend the knees. Bring your left foot back. Open the chest, contract the front quad, and when you are ready, bring your weight forward. Make sure that hip is there, boom, on top of your foot. Once you have that feeling, begin to lift the back foot, flexing it, and slowly lift your leg. Playing with your balance. Lift that leg, and then slowly allow your torso to come down as a consequence of lifting that leg. See if you can keep the hips parallel to the ground as much as possible. Keep lengthening the whole body in a straight, long line. See if you can keep those toes pointing down. Very good. Then slowly we begin to come back. Ooh, and notice how you feel. It can be a bit hard to balance some days, that's okay. Move around your legs. That's it, you did it. So if you repeat this often, you will continue to gain flexibility for your spirals. And of course, go to class, to skating class, and then they can show you the right, super elegant technique. But you will have the base of the flexibility, you will have more control over your body and more balance. I hope that was useful. So thank you very much for coming here and see you next time. Namaste.